There's a baffling choice that CG made when it came to the error system that, to me, it just doesn't really make a whole lot of sense from like a CG perspective, not even from us, the player base's perspective. We like to talk about, how things should be fun and engaging for the players and how strategy should matter and how Relic Delta is stupid and all these sorts of business, right? We could speak the back legs off a donkey if we wanted to about the things that we like and don't like about Galaxy of Heroes. But this last one is just a little bit confusing. And I know I missed the boat on this because KX Security Droid has been available for a couple of days and I forgot to talk about, should you even be starring this guy? It's a good question, right? Behold, my stuff for the era. My stuff for the era. I have been going all in because I intend on getting Cassian Andor at 7-star unlock for the first round of this. In order to do this, I curtailed my spending in the game quite drastically. I was unwilling. It was outside of my appetite, and I have a voracious appetite, generally speaking, to be spending so much money on these characters to get that 7-star unlock. We still have not seen yet the return of Maul. That's right, Maul, the hate-fueled individual himself. Now, there have been some hints, there have been some suggestions that he might be coming back soon. Those most notably seen inside of the Journey Guide. That's mod challenges. Don't be silly, Scribble. Inside of the mod challenges Journey Guide. My brain is working today. You can see now we've got the actual requirements, the legacy requirements. Before, these were just like error level anywhere between 45 and 85, right? In order to unlock, and now it has to be 6-star minimum, Relic 6 over here, but then when you go to the top end, you're probably going to need to be further along again. Relic 6, right? And this used to be awaiting until the last update that we had. Now it's got Relic requirements. Does this mean Maul is coming back at the end of this era? Don't know. There hasn't been data mined yet. We should be able to find that out maybe next week. Maybe next week, who knows? Something big is coming. Go see my previous video about why I think we are not getting a new raid, why I think we are going to get a rehashed version of the Crate Dragon raid. I think this will be our next raid now. To me, it just makes sense. But I digress. We're not talking about my harebrained ideas, my tinfoil hat, my speculation. We're not talking about that at all. We're talking about the peculiarities of the error system, right? So as I was saying, I'm getting a 7-star Cassian Andor unlocked. Did that by curtailing spending because I don't want to be spending 100, 130, 140 bucks per character and then being asked to throw an extra 20 bucks on top of that per character for a total of, stupid amounts of money in order to get the legendary event, when previously all I'd be doing is the 100, 130 bucks per character. I don't like the idea that CG wants an extra 150 to 200 bucks off me to get the same thing that I used to get. Don't like it. And yeah, sure, I do get relic levels on these characters now for free. It's not for free, I'm paying for them, right? But that Relic 2 for me was free anyway. I have the mats, I have the gear, it's not an issue, right? Anyway, I digress yet again. We are really rambling. Right now, if you are going for that free-to-play approach, and you're getting maybe a 4-star Cassian, maybe you're getting a 5-star Cassian if you're super savvy with it, right? Do you even need to get any stars whatsoever on the KX Security Droid? And the reality of it is no. The reality of it is no. Even if you weren't getting Andor and you like to use the ISB faction within Colosseum for some reason, like and Colosseum in the same sentence feels a little bit funky to say. That kind of scrambled my brain a little bit there. Even if you did that, you still don't need stars on him. And the reason I say that is because, largely speaking, for the majority of Colosseum, stars do not mean jack, diddly, or squat. Maybe they mean diddly. Maybe they mean diddly, because for the most part, the only thing that really matters inside of Colosseum is your error level. Error level trumps everything. It's like having a 7-star character at Gear 1, otherwise there's just no point. It doesn't do anything. It really doesn't. The only time stars start to matter is when you start progressing beyond error level 65, which you can only do if you've gone beyond the star count anyway, so it's kind of a given. It's kind of a given. It's like, you want to go beyond 65? You need the extra star. Does the star matter? No, but you need it. So, reasons, right? And it got me wondering, it got me thinking, is CG going to look at this and take our toys out of the pram next journey guide? We don't know what we're getting yet. We really don't. We're assuming it's going to be something Mandalorian and Grogu related, because that just kind of makes sense. I have the whole thing plotted out inside my warped, fragile little mind. Because right now, if we were to take a look into the Cassian Andor event, right, these first 2 tiers is where all the juice is. It's where all the gravy is. It's where we get all those extra era leveling mats. It's where we get all of the extra juicy light speed tokens. They let you take units to Relic 6, 7 stars. Just like bish bash bosh. You can get 5 of them. My fear is that CG is going to reassess the way that this happens, and then it pushes some of those lightspeed tokens over here. So maybe you get 1 lightspeed token here. Maybe you get 2 lightspeed tokens here. And maybe then you get 3 lightspeed tokens here. Something like that. I know that's more total lightspeed tokens, but as it stands right now, the free-to-play player base can actually simply ignore the last marquee. Which is great for us, right? Don't get me wrong. It is great for the players to think, that last marquee, I don't even have to worry about saving crystals for it. I can ignore it, leave them at 3 stars, and then I can use those saved crystals to wrap it back round for the next era. And the next era starts, and bish bash bosh. You've had an extra 2 weeks to save up crystals to drop on those, era surge packs and stuff to get the stars rolling. Like, it gives us a great opportunity. Now, don't get me wrong, there are some small benefits to taking up the star levels of these marquees regardless, right? Particularly if you are like a Dolphin, and maybe you got the best purchase in the game, which is the episode pass. The episode pass is phenomenal. It's good stuff. It's juicy. It's creamy. It's thick, just like your mum. Oh gosh, where did that come from? It's Friday, guys. You'll have to let me off the hook. What the hell? This episode pass over here, it's $20 for the 2 weeks, right? And it gives you 20 shards of 2 marquees. It's huge, huge value. If you're doing that, you basically have that 4 star straight away, and that 4 star is actually going to let you get the ball rolling on the new marquee, in particular this one, KX Security Droid, because you'll go up and you'll start earning yourself some free shards. You'll start earning yourself some Chirotech and stuff like that, and that's great. Didn't mean to go all the way out there. And if you actually get it up to the 5-star rating, right, you get even more. You're going to start getting additional era leveling currency and additional era leveling materials, and you're getting, Gear 12 plus pieces and more shards. It saves you time in the long run. Personally, I think that going to 4-star, if you have the crystals, it's usually 1 to 3 of those packs, right? Those crystal packs. It's still kind of worthwhile, but honestly, if I was coming at this from a purely free-to-play perspective, I would 100% just be ignoring that last marquee, and it's what I've done on my alt account. My free-to-play alt account is not touching it because there's no point. I'd rather save those crystals for the next marquee, right? That one makes sense to me, right? I would save. But if you are in that middle ground, that little Dolphin spender, maybe you've got that episode pass, maybe you do consider going for maybe 5 stars on the guide just to get the extra free stuff and to start skipping ahead on some of the shard requirements that you're going to need on these guys, because you will want to farm them eventually. Every journey guide is useful at some point. Now, the last thing that I want to talk about is, and this is something that I've discussed quite a bit, generally speaking, with my community, is I don't think these guys are going to be used in the raid. I don't think the raid is going to be Andor focused. I keep saying it. People keep telling me I'm wrong. It's okay. We can all be wrong at some point in life. And ultimately, there are no losers in this game except for my wallet. My wallet is definitely a loser. But hey, I don't think these guys are going to be required for the next raid. I definitely think it's going to be it's going to be Krayt Dragon raid is where I'm laying my chips, and I don't think these guys will be a used faction. No, I still think it's going to be Old Republic. It's going to be Jawas. It's going to be Tuskens. It's going to be Hutt Cartel. It's going to be Mandalorians. It's just going to be maybe a different set of them because we've had recent kits like Cobb Vanth, like Satele Shan, we're about to go into a Mando era. We'll probably get new Hut Cartel. You know, a bunch of people just got a load of Mando units and Lightspeed tokens. It kind of tops up. There was a Tusken R7 Lightspeed bundle in the shop recently. Hint, hint. Will we see a Jawa one? Probably. Hint, hint. I don't know. We'll find out very shortly. Anyway, do you think I'm just talking a bunch of nonsense? Or do you think that there is some benefit or some benefit to going up star levels in this KX unit regardless? More importantly, do you think CG is going to change the way the Journey Guide reward structure works to actually incentivize going further or pushing back the Lightspeed token rewards so that you have to actually engage in that last marquee? Because I could see it from their perspective. Their metrics must show, oh, decidedly less people took KX Security Droid up any stars at the end of the era. Wonder why that is. Oh, it's because they don't need him. They don't need him. So why would they? They'll just save their shards. Well, let's take their toys, put them in someone else's pram. KX Security Droid's pram. That's right. Now you're going to have to invest, right? I mean, obviously they're not going to retroactively change it now, but maybe for next era they will. When we get Rot of the Hutt as the elite marquee for next era. Who knows? Who knows? Anyway, thoughts on a postcard, ladies and gentlemen. It's Friday. Let's let your hair down, figuratively speaking. I'll see you all later. Peace out, and may the Force be with you.